Hey everyone, Daniel here from Your Hot Property. I just wanted to have a quick chat with everyone about a situation I come across all the time. I was talking with a potential client earlier today, and he said to me he's very interested in selling his own home, but his concern was that he said his neighbour right next door to him actually just sold his home, sold it in 2 days, via a local agent. And the agent, he said that the agent, got him a pretty good price, and then the agent knocked on his door and said, hey, I've got, all these other buyers ready to go. Do you want to sell? And he's thinking, oh, well, what, if I can get an all right price, maybe I should too. And so he thinks that obviously, the agent said, oh, look, we don't even have to send it to market. I should be able to sell it probably, making a couple of phone calls. And obviously, as a seller, you think, oh, wow, that sounds great. But let's break that down, because there's some real issues I have with this situation. Number one, they're still going to charge you pretty much just as much commission to sell the property. Number two, they're probably only going to make 1 or 2 phone calls to potential buyers, to get this deal across the line. Number three, this is, I guess, my big issue with this. In a market where buyers are buying property, that quickly and things like that, and obviously if they're lining up and asking to the agents, can you call me if anything comes onto the market, then there's a lot of competition. And when there's a lot of competition, you're absolutely crazy not to take your property to market and let the market decide the price rather than just an agent. Because this guy, this agent next door to him, he's going to say, oh, well, look, Joe, I think your property's worth, let's just say 900. And then he's, calls these buyers up and says, oh, I've got this property. And they say, oh, and he says it's 900, and they go, okay. But what's to say if we ran one open for inspection that we had another 10 buyers turn up and 5 of them love your property and they get in a bidding war? What's going to happen? That 900,000 is going to get blown out of the park. But you will never know that, because this agent wanted to just do a deal with a couple of phone calls. So you're really putting yourself at risk if you do a deal like that with an agent and you don't take your property to market. So be very careful of that. I see it all the time. It's great for the agent, minimal work, couple of phone calls, deal's done, commission's in the bag, thank you very much, and they move on to the next one. So you're asking, what's the alternative then to having that agent make a couple of calls and paying them $20,000 commission? Well, there's a much better one, because we already know a couple of things. Number one, your neighbour's already set the market value for properties in and around your area, and you've got the best comparison you could probably get, your next door neighbour. So the buyers are already aware of that too. Secondly, the agent's been kind enough to tell you that there's all these buyers lined up. So if all these buyers are lined up, that's great for you, because those buyers aren't just going to stop looking because that property's sold. In fact, they're probably on realestate.com or Domain right now looking for a property just like yours to pop up. So what can you do? So you list the property yourself, using our system for under $1,000. We advertise your property in the exact same places as the local agent, and you put it online for that, for those first couple of weeks. And if that other property sold in 2 weeks and you've got your property priced, fairly as well in comparison to that one, then yours will sell too. There is no reason why it won't, because those same buyers that the agent said he had, lined up ready to go, the only reason he's got those is because they attended that open the weekend before. But this weekend they're going to attend your open instead. So if that interests you, if you're in a similar situation where properties are going fast, don't just rely on an agent to tell you that he's got people on his books, because it doesn't work that way. They're all online. If you put yourself in the right spot, put your property out there in the right areas and get that exposure, you're going to find those same buyers and you'll get just as good a price, if not better. And that's what we're here to help you with. So besides that, I want you to think about the commission that you'll save. What would you do with an extra $20,000 in your pocket? So just give that a bit of thought, and look, if you have any further questions and we can help you out with anything else, feel free to get in touch with us here at yourhotproperty.com.au. Talk to you soon.